Make really delicious butter chicken in 20 minutes. Forget takeout, save money. Hey everyone, I'm Flo, a home cook bringing you simply delicious food ideas. I used to be super intimidated by making Indian food at home, but butter chicken is one of those recipes that are actually really simple to make, but it's simple because I went to a cooking class to kind of overcome my fears of Indian spices, and it's like so easy. This is my version of butter chicken because I can't be bothered with a lot of the added steps. So just so you know, this is not super authentic butter chicken, but it will get a delicious butter chicken on the table in no time. Although we are ethnic Chinese, we don't just eat Chinese food. Being here in Vancouver, Canada, we are exposed to so many different cuisines, and I love cooking all of it. And I want to simplify the cooking process so that you all can enjoy the same flavors at home. I have about 1.5 pounds of chicken thighs that I've already cut up into bite-sized pieces. If you don't want to use chicken thighs, you can use chicken breasts. Totally up to you. I am seasoning it with about a teaspoon of salt. This is just kosher salt. And we're going to get this chicken going. I'm heating up my pot on medium-high heat. And I'm adding a tablespoon of avocado oil. You can use whatever cooking oil you would like. And we're not supposed to heat up the Le Creuset without any liquid in there, so that's why I added the oil immediately. If you're doing it in a wok or a frying pan, you can wait till your pan is heated up before adding the oil. Once your pot is hot, I'm just going to try to mix this chicken around so not all the salt is in one place. And I'm just going to put it all in. I removed most of the fat and the sinewy pieces because, you know, dude's all about the mouth feel and we don't want to ruin that for him. We're going to cook the chicken until it's all cooked through. So I'm searing one side first, and then we'll just move it around after we get a good sear on the bottom. In the meantime, I'm going to get my garlic ready. I have about 6 cloves of garlic. I'm using my mallet to just break the skin so they're easier to peel. We're just gonna cook this until the chicken is completely cooked through. We'll just let it sit while they get the garlic ready. And we're just going to mince the garlic. All right, that's about the right size. It's up to you. If you want to chop it down a little bit more, feel free. If it's not chunky enough for you, just leave it, or don't chop it as much. Also using fresh ginger that I'm going to grate. It's just a small piece. You can use up to enough for a tablespoon. I'm just using what I have left, so I didn't buy any more ginger today, which I forgot to do. So this was what I had left in my cupboard. Once the chicken is cooked through, we're gonna remove it into a pot. I'm gonna turn off the heat as well. We'll also be heating the chicken through in the sauce. So even if it's slightly undercooked, don't be alarmed. You will make sure it's cooked through with the sauce. Okay, turning the stove back on to medium low actually. I'm gonna add about 1/4 cup of butter. And once the butter has melted, we're going to add our garlic and ginger. I'm going to cook this for about a minute or two until the garlic kind of starts to get sticky on the bottom. And you'll feel it when you're stirring the garlic around. And we're going to keep the garlic moving because we don't want it to burn. All right, so once the garlic starts to feel a little bit sticky on the bottom, we're going to add our tomato paste. So it's 1 can of tomato paste. All right, we're going to cook this for about a minute. And then we're going to add all of our seasoning and spices. All right, I'm going to start with a teaspoon of salt. 1 tablespoon of paprika, which means 3 teaspoons. Two teaspoons of garam masala. And if you don't have garam masala, you can just use cumin to substitute. Garam masala is just a mixture of spices. 1 teaspoon of cumin. 1 teaspoon of coriander. 1 teaspoon of turmeric. However, I am out of turmeric, but I have this curry powder that is mostly turmeric, so I'm just going to use a teaspoon of this. I thought I had some at home, but I ran out. So we're going to get these spices going. And we're going to cook this for about 4 minutes. So essentially, what you've made here is a curry paste. And we're adding 1/2 cup of chicken broth. And we're adding 1 cup of whipping cream. I remember in that cooking class that I was taking, and the prof, the chef, added a cup of whipping cream, and someone pipes up, "Can we use skim milk?" or something ridiculous like that. And she just gave him this look of death. Then why bother? It's called butter chicken. Anyways, I'm stirring in the cream. If it's too thick for your liking, you can always thin it out with more chicken broth. And we're just going to heat this through. Look at how beautiful the color is. This is butter chicken, guys. Okay, once your sauce is starting to simmer, add your chicken back in. You know, guys, in a restaurant, you're not going to get this amount of chicken in your butter chicken. You're getting way more at home than you would in a restaurant. This is going to feed the whole family. And we're just going to let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes just to heat the chicken through. In the meantime, I'm just going to chop up some cilantro to add to it as garnish. But you don't have to do this part, especially if you don't like cilantro. I'm just going to turn it off. Oh, looks and smells so good, guys. I'm just going to make a little bit of yogurt sauce to drizzle on top. So maybe about a tablespoon or so of yogurt. And just thin it out with a little bit of milk, maybe about a tablespoon as well. And we'll just drizzle this on as we serve it. Right, we're just going to spoon some out for Dude to do the taste. You want more sauce, Dude?
Sure, yes, absolutely.
I'm going to drizzle a little bit of the yogurt on top. It's not really drizzling, is it? It's okay. It's going to have the same effect. And a little bit of cilantro. All right, are you all ready for the taste?
Ooh. Oh, right. I'm dude, this is the taste, and those are the cats. Guys, takeout is kind of demystified on this one because when you order butter chicken, you think that there is yet lots of moving parts happening at a restaurant, but to make this at home is pretty easy. You just need to have the right ingredients. All right, smell. The aroma is awesome. I'm gonna have some of the chicken first to get that texture in the sauce. Wow, flavor explosion, creamy, the texture is awesome. Thanks for the mouthfeel with the chicken flow and not leaving all that fat in there. We usually have it with rice and naan because we do things in real time. This is really gonna be for dinner, and rice is in the midst of being cooked, so we're just gonna rock the naan in there for the taste. All right. See the thickness of the sauce? It just holds on to the naan. It doesn't just dribble off. So, softness of the naan and the sauce just hanging on, giving that great taste. So guys, you have to do this. It's so easy. Do it at home, save money.
Awesome, thanks dude.
Yup.
Super simple, guys. Of course, you can use a butter sauce from a jar, but making it at home just is so simple. Why wouldn't you do it? For the recipe, check it out on FLO'S.com.